Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, civil engineer, and the site engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a very important topics that Amendment 6 of IS 456. That amendment has made in the month of June. So what is the amendment of 6 and what they have included and deleted? In today's video, I will explain each and every clause of Amendment 6. So please stay tuned until the end to get the full information about the Amendment 6 of IS 456. So Indian standard is evolving every time. So whenever there is a chance, they have given the more clause or delete the old clause or the redefine the books. So they have made another amendment in the month of June, that is amendment number 6. So in this amendment, what is they have mentioned that I will discuss one by one. Let me zoom out. The first things what they have said in amendment 6, let me open 200 300. Okay, now in the amendment 6 in page 13, clause 5.1, what they said, insert the following at the end. So what is in clause 5.1? The clause 5.1 is the cement shall be any of the following and the type selected should be appropriate for the intended use. So for the reinforcement concrete and or the plain concrete, what the cement use can be used, that is the list. So here there is all the list is there. So in amendment 6 they have said insert the following. There are two cements they have already incorporated. So they are saying see also amendment 5. In 5 amendment, what they're saying, substitute the following existing ordinary Portland cement. Let's see what that. In original code, they have said 33, 43, 53 grade cement as per IS 269, 8112 and 12269. But after that, in 2015, they have incorporated all the OPC grade in IS 269, and this 8112 and 12269 is obsolete or superseded. So in Amendment 5, they are saying clause 5.1 B and C deleted. So B and C deleted. And here it is a 33 grade, what is it? Ordinary Portland cement conforming to IS 269. So all the grade incorporate. And here they are inserting two type of cement. What? Composite cement conforming to IS 16415 and Portland calcined clay limestone cement conforming to IS 18189. So these two cement also can be used for the concrete purpose. So in the clause number, in amendment number 6, they have included these two. So this is the first changes they have made. In the next is in 5.12, they have inserted the new clause. So what is the new clause? It's open to mode. Okay. So in new clause, what they are saying, then 5.13 composite cement conforming to IS 17415 and containing a declared clinker content not less than 45%. Now in amendment 6, in the first clause, what are we saying, that they have included two types of cement. One is 1614415 and another is let me see, another is they are saying 16415 and 18189. Now what is the criteria for that cement? That also they have mentioned. So the calcined clinker content not less than 45%, fly ash content not more than 25%, and a minimum 28 days compressive strength of 43 MPa can be used. So minimum strength is 43 MPa and calcined clinker not less than 45% and fly ash not more than 25%. So if this criteria is satisfied, then only composite cement conforming to IS 16415 can be used. And whatever the other clause, at location where temperature are predominantly below 15 degrees centigrade for 6 months. That means the winter area where environment temperature is 15 degrees centigrade or below for the 6 months, the use of Portland calcined clay limestone cement shall not be permitted in underground structure. So If the environment condition is like that, then underground structure, this cement cannot be used, and structural element in contact with groundwater. And if it is contact with the groundwater also, this cement cannot be used. So these two clause also has included, and that has to mention in the IS 456. So this the second point. And the third point is amendment 6. They have said substitute the following for existing paragraph under the like 5.2. So 5.2, what is this? 5.2 is, let me see, is a 5.2 mineral admixture. So what is the mineral admixture we can use? That has given the guidelines in this clause 5 and clause 4, or in the original there is nothing much clear, but in the clause amendment 6 they have made a very much clear on that. So one by one I will write it down. Mineral admixture listed below may be used along with the ordinary Portland cement. Uniformly blending of the mineral admixture with the cement should be ensured. So what is the mineral admixture percentage that has mentioned here in this clause, which is included in the clause number amendment number 6? So what is that? The combined use of fly ash and GGBS with ordinary Portland cement with a minimum ordinary Portland cement content 55% and maximum fly ash content of 20% may be permitted. So whenever we are using GGBS, we are using fly ash or in the so what is the percentage that is mentioning in the clause amendment number 6? That is beautifully said, the percentage that is minimum ordinary Portland cement is the 55%. So minimum is 55% or OPC, and then fly ash content not more than 25%. Okay. Then second note is ultrafine materials, namely as silica fumes, metakaolin, ultrafine ground granite, blast furnace slag as per IS 16715 may be used as additional mineral admixture with ordinary Portland cement, Portland slag cement, or Portland polar cement in reinforced concrete, subject to the following. So what is saying that the material, the silica fumes, metacholine, allocafoam, and GGBS, the finer GGBS can be used. So what is the condition when we can use? That has to satisfy these two A and B criteria. In case where fly ash is used, a mineral admixture or Portland pozzolana cement is used in combination of the content of ultrafine materials and fly ash shall not be more than 35%. So they have given the upper limit, that will be the 35% maximum total cementitious cement. In case of concrete with water cement ratio below 0.4, additional 5% of ultrafine materials may be permitted. So if the water cement ratio is below 0.45, so these 35% can be increased by 5%. So it can be 40%. So next part is in case where ground granite blast furnace slag is used as a minimum mineral admixture or Portland slag cement is used, the combined content of ultrafine material of slag not more than 60% by weight of the total cementitious material. So in the GGBS and the Portland slag maximum to be the 60%. In case of concrete with WC ratio below 0.5, additional 5%. So here is also given the same condition that 5% can be increased if the WC ratio is below 0.4. Then when ground granule blast furnace slag alone, that means GGBS are using alone without fly ash, the slag content shall not be more than 50%. So that should be maximum 50% by weight of the total cementitious material. When fly ash is used in a mineral admixture of the fly ash, content shall not be 35%. So when GGBS is using alone, that maximum is 50%. When fly ash is using, then alone, the maximum percent is 35%. And the slag content or fly ash content is mentioned in the bag or the cement shall be considered in all above. So how we can mention that one? So it will mention in the bag. So this has given a clear guideline for the concrete mix design whenever we are using GGBS, fly ash, silica fumes, metacholine. So whatever the material we are using, so what is my criteria to satisfy whenever we are doing the mix design? This has given a clear idea and clear markers that we need to follow all these. So this is also a amendment in 6. The next is amendment number 6, clause 5.2, the insert at the end. So 5.23 is the precaution for concrete with made with mineral admixture. So what they want to add? concrete containing mineral admixtures such as fly ash and GGBS higher than the recommended may increase carbonation in case of reinforced concrete. So they want to cautious also that if we are increasing the GGBS percentage, then carbonation of concrete can happen. What is carbonation of concrete? So when the carbon dioxide from the environment entering inside the concrete, it start corroding the reinforcement and also start reacting with the concrete. That is called the carbonation of concrete, which is a detrimental effect on the concrete strength, concrete durability, or the lifespan of the structure. So what they are saying, whenever we are using any fly ash GGBS, we need to be very much cautious about the carbonation of the concrete also. So they are saying they increase the carbonation of concrete. So we need to take care that also. Next clause is, okay, let me zoom out. What they're saying that the amount of admixture added to a mix. So now what is the admixture we are using? That not the mineral admixture, the admixture. So whatever they have given saying that the amount of admixture added to a mix shall be recorded in the production record. So whenever the concrete is producing, that in the production record or the batch report, this should be recorded. Redosing of admixture is not normally permitted. So they are saying the redosing it's not permitted, but additional dose of admixture may be added at the project site and mixed adequately in mixture itself to regain the workability of concrete. So if necessary, with the mutual agreement between the producer, supplier, and the purchaser user of the concrete. So they are given a clear direction that additional admixture can be used to regain the workability without affecting the properties of the concrete can be possible with the mutual agreement between the supplier and the producer and the purchaser. So, and what to say, however, the product and supplier shall ensure the ultimate quality of concrete supplied by him and maintain record of quality at the time of addition. So they have given that provision that additional admixture can be added into the site to regain the workability, but the producer of the concrete has to take the responsibility that ultimately concrete quality has there will be no effect. So this has given a clear direction about the concrete admixture uses and in the mix at the site itself. Next clause is freezing and thawing cycle. So what is saying? Delete the following when concrete lower than. So here is saying 8.2.3 in original IS 456. Freezing and thawing actions under wet conditions exist. Enhanced durability can be obtained by the use of suitable air entraining admixture. So for whenever thawing, freezing, and thawing cycle is there, we are using the water air entraining admixture. What is freezing and thawing cycle? So I have made a detailed video. You can check that one. But freezing and thawing cycle, that inside the concrete, whenever we are doing in a very cold area, and if the environmental temperature going below the freezing point, the water inside the concrete also become crystallized ice, and whenever they form the ice, volume is increasing, and due to the volume increase, the stress is developed, and the concrete become cracks and spalling and can happen. So these are the freezing and thawing cycle. So what is saying, when concrete lower than grade M50 is used under this condition, so they are saying when concrete lower than M50 is should be deleted. So that means the mean total air content by volume of the fresh concrete the time delivery into the condition should be. So the first in the clause it's saying what will be the air entering percentage that is below lower than or from 50 degree, but they are saying not lower than, it is applicable to all. That is why they are deleting the part that the lower grade of M50 used under condition. So this is for the freezing and thawing cycle. The next is amendment 6. Again it is saying insert the row of 1.2 and 12.5. What is saying, the in this part we are saying would the air to be incorporate or water air entrant admixture. So what is the percentage of that? That is mentioning that if the nominal aggregate size is 20, then entrapped air percentage 5 plus minus 1. If it is 40, 4 plus minus 1 in mentioning. But in amendment 6, they have given another for the 10 and 12.5, 6 plus minus 1. So before it was only 20 and 40. Now they have also included for the 10 and 25 also, that is 6 plus minus 1. The next clause is amendment 6, substitute the following. So this is about the In 8.2.4, what is said? The cement content not including fly ash and ground granule blast furnace slag is excess 450 kg per cubic meter should not be used until special conditions. So here it's saying cement content excluding mineral admixtures such as fly ash and ground granule slag shall not be used in excess 450 kg in under special condition has been given in design into the increased risk of cracking and drying shrinkage in this section or to early thermal crack and increase the risk of damage due to alkali silica reaction. So they are given the direction that maximum percentage of cement to be 450 kg per cubic meter. The next clause is again they substitute the following for the existing in table 9 or page 19 table 4 note 9. So for class 3 Portland pozzolana cement conforming to IS 1489 part 1 having at least 25% of fly ash content and Portland slag cement conforming to IS 456 having at least 50% slag content give acceptable sulfate resisting properties. So what is the sulfate resisting properties or what is the sulfate resistant cement? They have given this guidelines for this. Here it is saying the substitute following for the existing. These are the for severe conditions such as thin section, the hydrostatic pressure on one side only and section partly increased consideration should not be given to a further reduction of water cement ratio. Portland slag cement confronted slag more than 50%. Here is giving the 25%. So these are the existing clause to be substituted with this clause. The next clause is amendment 6, substitute the following existing. So this is also very important. So just check that one. Where chloride is encountered along with the sulfate in soil or groundwater, ordinary Portland cement with C3A content from 5 to 8% shall be desired to be used in concrete instead of sulfate resisting cement. So what are saying when there is a chloride is there along with the sulfate, we cannot use only the sulfate resistant cement. We need to use the OPC cement containing C3A, that tricalcium aluminate percentage should be 5 to 8%. So in the cement, all we know that C2, C3A, C4A, C3A, and C34AF. But so the C3A is tricalcium aluminate should be 5 to 8%. So whenever the condition is that there is a chloride encounter the sulfate in the soil or in the groundwater, we need to be very careful whenever choosing the cement that C3A should be 5 to 8%. It is given the clear guideline to use. Alternatively, Portland slag content conforming to IS 455 having at least 50% slag cement or a blend of ordinary Portland cement and at least 50% slag may be used. So these are the condition to be fulfilled whenever the concrete is under the chloride and the sulfate attack. Then clause next is now, this is very much important. The maximum free water cement ratio shall be recorded but reduced by 0.05 in case of Portland calcined clay limestone cement. Now, see what is this? This table 5 is minimum cement content, maximum water cement ratio, and minimum grade of concrete for different exposure with nominal aggregate. So, different exposure is mild, moderate, severe, and very severe and extreme. I have a very detailed video on that. This link is there or link is in there. You will get full information. But according to the exposure condition for PCC and for the RCC, there is the minimum cement content, there is a maximum free water cement ratio, and the minimum grade of concrete is there. But here what is saying, this calcined clay limestone cement that is 18189 that was not originally in the IS 456. Now they are incorporated in the amendment 6 that this can be also used. But whenever we are using these water cement ratio to be reduced by 0.05 in case of Portland calcined slave. So if it is 0.55, that means 0.50 it will be if we are using cement as per IS 18189. So be very much cautious that whenever we are using that cement, that water cement ratio table to be readjusted as per the amendment of clause 6, that is 0.05% is 0.05 in case of this cement. The next is Amendment 6. What they're saying, for plain concrete and 0.5 reinforcement concrete, For aggregate of 10, 20, and 40 for nominal mix size, the cement content shall be at least 420, 320, and 350 respectively. But what is in the amendment? See, it is the underwater. So here is a clause 14.2.2 in original IS 456. What is 14.2.2? The underwater concrete should have a slump recommended in 7.1. For if there is an underwater concrete, then what will be my clause? For aggregate 10, 20, and 40, the maximum size of content cement shall be this. So according to the underwater concrete, according to the maximum size of aggregate, the maximum size of the cement content shall be at least. That means the minimum cement content should be 420, 320, 350 kg if it is 10, 20, and 40. So this is the clause for the underwater concrete. The next is testing. So in case of doubt regarding the concrete used either due to poor workmanship or based on the result of the cube strength test, compressive strength test of concrete on the basis of 17.4 or load test can be. So if my test or whenever we are doing the cube test, if we are not getting as per the requirement, so in the testing for the rebound hammer test is there in 17.3. So substitute for the existing. So what they are saying, they say needs to be substitute. What is saying? In case of doubt regarding the grade of concrete used, either due to poor workmanship or based on the result of cube strength, compressive strength of test concrete of the basis of 17 points shall be carried out. Additionally, load test may be carried out where I considered necessary. So maybe it is necessary. So this for the load test for the concrete if the cube strength is not the satisfactory. Next is clause 17.5, they have deleted. What is the clause 17.5? In case the core test result do not satisfy the requirement of 17.4, where such tests have not been done, load test may be restored too. So they have deleted that. That means load test is not required, but is the rebound hammer test is there. The next clause is non-destructive test, clause 17.8. They say delete the following: provide alternative to cube, core test estimated the strength of concrete in a structure. Or so non-destructive tests are used to obtain estimations of the porous of the concrete structure. The methods applied including ultrasound pulse velocity. So they have said delete the following: provide alternate. So this is not the alternate for the core or cube test for the estimating strength of concrete or structure. So this about the NDT test. The next clause is amendment for insert the following at the end of the para. Okay. So what is this sub 26.1.2.1? That is for the design bond state for the limited method and the plain cement concrete. What I am saying that this is the things for whenever required for the measurement of the development length. So development length measurement, we need the bond strengths of the concrete as per the grade M20, M25. So here it is saying for deformed bar values shall be increased. So whatever the bond state, that should be increased by 60% if it is 1786. For bars in compression, the value should be increased by 25%. But they have said if the for fusion bonded epoxy coated reinforcing bar conforming to IS 13620, the design bond state value shall be taken at 50% of corresponding values for deformed bar. So whatever the value you are getting as per a 1786, that value should be 80% in case if it is the fusion bonded bar for as per 13620. But in the para 6 or amendment 4, they have also given for fusion bonded, they have at least 80 was given in the above table, but now they have given the clear idea that clear direction that whatever the bond stress we are getting for the IS 1786 still, that should be 80% will be the bond stress for the IS 13620. So this about the clause. And last is the what they have inserted the following appropriate places. So they have also included the following codes for the reference also, that is IS 13620 for fusion bonded epoxy coated reinforcing bar, 16415 composite cement, 16715 ultrafine ground blast and slag, and 18189 Portland calcined clay limestone cement. So these are the all about the amendment 6 of IS 456, which has released on the month of June. And I hope you find it useful. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notifications. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I'll come with more content like this. And thank you once again for watching me.